Do you know what your social selling index is on LinkedIn? What is the social selling index? Why does it matter? How can you increase it? And what is it made up of? My name is Louise Brogan. I'm the host of Linking In with Louise podcast. And this is my YouTube channel. And I am here to teach you how to use LinkedIn to win more business, get clients, and raise your profile online. All right, social selling index on LinkedIn. What is it? Where do we find it? So you go to linkedin.com/sales/SSI, and that is it. And it will bring up your social selling dashboard. So you need to be logged into LinkedIn to get your own here. But that is the link for every single person to find out what your number is. And this is what it looks like, social selling dashboard. So you have your name and your title over here, of course, your industry ranking, and your ranking within your own network on LinkedIn. So I'm in the top 1%, which is awesome. But what does it actually mean? Okay. So today, and it does it daily, and mine has gone up by, it has flitted between 81, 82 over the last couple of weeks. And it's just really interesting. I like that I'm full marks on building relationships. That's cool. So what is it made of? It's made out of 4 different segments. And it's interesting because if you click on these little buttons, it tells you all about it, of course. So you can go in and see what LinkedIn says about it. So number 1 is establishing your professional brand. Okay, so what does that mean? Becoming a thought leader. Establishing your brand. What do you stand for? Why is it important? Look, 81% of buyers more likely to engage with a strong professional brand. How do you do it? Get your profile complete. Okay. Start adding content that shows your thought leadership. Increase your visibility by not just posting your own stuff, but interacting with other people's stuff. And get endorsements from your customers and colleagues. And of course, LinkedIn wants you to upgrade and get Sales Navigator. All right, find the right people. This is really important to me on LinkedIn, that you build a network of people that are interested in what you're doing, you're interested in what they're doing, and you want to engage with the stuff that they're putting out there, and they want to engage with what you're saying. So what does LinkedIn say about this? Identify better prospects in less time with efficient search and research tools. They talk about why it's important to find the right people. And then it says, well, you can use the filters on LinkedIn to find the right people. Are those the right people within your network? Are they in your industry? Are they your potential clients? Who are the people that LinkedIn considers your right connections? Potential prospects. Who's looking at your profile? I think this is really important, actually. I have LinkedIn Premium and I can see who's been looking at my profile, and then if they look like a good fit for me, I reach out and connect with those people. Great idea. Okay, engaging with insights. When's the last time you looked at your insights on LinkedIn? Do you know how to do that? Check out my video on how to engage with your insights for more information. All right. So why is it important? You're 70% more likely to get an appointment or an unexpected sale if you're a member in LinkedIn groups. Jury's out for that one for me. Okay, so share relevant resources to strengthen your personal connections. Absolutely. Stay in the know with timely content. When you post stuff on LinkedIn, go and have a look and see how many people are viewing your stuff and who is actually engaging with it. I use a third-party app called Shield that tells me how my engagement is growing on my LinkedIn profile. Again, this is all about trying to get you to sign up for the Sales Navigator. And then the 4th one is building relationships. Yay, full marks for Louise. Okay, so connect and establish trust with decision makers. Decision makers, those would be people at the senior level of organizations. So you want to connect with those people as well. Buying decisions are typically include 5.5 decision makers. That's interesting. So connect with your contacts. So don't just send out connection requests. Personalize them so you can connect with your connections, and focus on building relationships with senior level people at your prospects and customers. That is interesting. Do you only engage with senior level people on LinkedIn? That's not how I view LinkedIn. I engage with people that I feel I can help, and people who ask me questions, and people whose content I find interesting. So nurturing your relationships over time to keep your services top of mind, really good advice. So build those relationships and nurture them. You can see mine pretty much goes, oh, there, it was nearly 83. Now it's 81.5. Dipping and diving. Now, people in my industry, so sales professionals in the professional training and coaching industry, have an average SSI of 26. And people in my network have an average SSI of 46, which is a little bit higher, so that's great. So hopefully you find that helpful. I would love to hear what your social selling index is. Pop your SSI in the comments below, and I will tell you that people that do my free 5-day LinkedIn challenge, they tend to go up. Some people go up a couple of points, some people go up 10 to 20 points in a week. So worth spending a little bit of time on your LinkedIn network, posting content, connecting with people, checking out your insights and building relationships. And let's get that social selling index up.